Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the place where we stroll through the history of country music. Today, we're going to have a conversation about country songs that had lyrics that were very, very controversial, some even being banned from being played on the radio. This is Crazy Country Lyrics. Hi everybody, this is Kevin. Before we dive into some crazy country lyrics, please make sure you support all the hard work we do here on the Country Music Time Machine. You can do that by subscribing to this channel, of course. I always want you to do that. Like this video, please. And if you really love the history of country music and me telling you all about it, and you want us to continue telling that story, hit that thanks button down below. You have no idea how much it means to us. Crazy country lyrics. Oh yes, there are many of them, but when you compare them to some of the lyrics from today's rap songs and pop music, they are lame in comparison. But for many country fans, they are plenty crazy. Let's start with a song that many of you might not remember because it only existed for a short period of history. It came out in 1991 from the late Holly Dunn. The song title was Maybe I Mean Yes. The title itself does give away a little of the controversy. Here are the key lyrics from the song from the female perspective. So let me clarify so you won't have to try to guess when I say no, I mean maybe, or maybe I mean yes. Now that's enough to confuse me already, but even though the original intent of the song was meant to be a lighthearted take on a couple attempting dating, lots of folks didn't take it that way. Some listeners say the song condoned date rape. Holly Dunn sent a letter to radio stations and TV asking the song to be pulled, and she stopped performing it in her concerts. And because of that, it never made it to be a big hit. The key theme of supposed inappropriate sexual content continues in the next song. Bum, bum, bum. Oh yeah, I know you remember that. I can't do it like Conway Twitty did, but it's a clue into what I'm getting ready to talk about. It's the 1973 big hit from Conway Twitty, You've Never Been This Far Before. Several radio stations banned it when it first came out, due to what were considered by some to be overly sexual lyrics. Here are the key lyrics. I don't know what I'm saying as my trembling fingers touch forbidden places. I only know that I've waited for so long for the chance that we're taking. Whoa, Conway, chill, brother. But I can tell you what, Conway's biggest fans were and still are ladies, so most people took this as just one of the many great love songs done by the great Conway Twitty. The next song was also originally intended to just be a playful song about the connection between guys and girls, but the more sensitive listeners out there were outraged. Ray Lynn released God Made Girls in 2014. Here is one of the key lyrics, and it is the opening of the song. Somebody's got to wear a pretty skirt. Somebody's got to be the one to flirt. Somebody's got to want to hold his hand, so God made girls. The song was criticized as sexist and offensive to both men and women, implying that women were created only to please men and that men were incapable of basic functions such as washing their truck without female influence. Now, to me, it's just a fun song, but I just wish someone would make a song about the inability of young males and females to put their dishes in the dishwasher. I think that is universal. The next song is a great one, but it also stirred up plenty of controversy, and some radio stations would not play it. Strawberry Wine by Deana Carter was released in 1996 and was a #1 hit. Some radio stations would not play it, especially because of this line of the song. Yeah, I was caught somewhere between a woman and a child. One restless summer, we found love growing wild. On the banks of a river, on a well-beaten path, my first taste of love, Oh, bittersweet, green on the vine, like strawberry wine. It may have caused controversy, but the lyrics are great, and it won the CMA Song of the Year for 1997. Now it's time for one from former country star Taylor Swift. Remember her? Nowadays, when you think of Taylor Swift, you think of inclusivity, friendship, and fun. But boy, it was not always that way. In 2008, she released a song called Picture to Burn. The song from the original album included this lyric: I realize you love yourself more than you could ever love me, so go and tell your friends that I'm obsessive and crazy. That's fine. I'll tell them you're gay. Oh, Taylor, how dare you? That's fine, I'll tell mine you're gay was modified to that's fine, you won't mind if I say on the radio edit and subsequent versions. It made it to number 3 on the country chart. One of, if not the best modern country voices comes from the incredible Reba McEntire. Oh boy, she is incredible. But Reba has also had her share of controversial songs. None more than this one. The song Fancy was originally recorded by Bobby Gentry, but Reba made it a huge hit in 1991. The controversy of the song, specifically the lyrics, included this one. Then Mama spent every last penny we had to buy me a dancing dress. Well, Mama washed and combed and curled my hair. Then she painted my eyes and lips. Then I stepped into a satin dress that had a split on the side, clean up to my hip. Then later in the song, it gets a little more controversial. It sounded like somebody else that was talking, asking, Mama, what do I do? She said, just be nice to the gentleman, Fancy. They'll be nice to you. Here's your one chance, Fancy. Don't let me down. If you've never heard this song before, it tells a story of a mother pushing her daughter into prostitution in order to save the family. Now that is some strong stuff. I played this song on the radio, and I can tell you, I was very shocked the first time I heard it, but radio stations did not ban it that I'm aware of. It was a huge hit for Reba McEntire. Let's dive back into the world of politics and country music with this next song. Try That in a Small Town from old Jason Aldean. This song really upset a lot of people in 2023. Many mainstream media outlets hated it. CMT banned the video as well, especially after it was brought up that the video was filmed in the Murray County Courthouse down the road here in Columbia, Tennessee, the site of a 1927 lynching. But Jason and his team said they were not aware of that history. Here are some of the lyrics. Try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. And if you're looking for a fight, try that in a small town. In the second verse, Aldean sings about gun rights and not wanting his own to be confiscated. Basically, this song is filled with lyrics of frustration what was going on in the U.S. at the time, and sometimes still going on right now, where it seems the criminal has more rights and even sympathy than the victims of the crime. Even though this song was banned in some places and upset many members of the media, it was a bona fide hit for Jason, making it number 1 on the country chart and the Billboard Hot 100. Tim McGraw has given us some incredible songs over the years, but he has also given us some that were quite controversial. I will mention 2 right now, and they were both controversial on both sides of the political spectrum. Red Ragtop was a top 10 hit for Tim after its release in 2002. Some radio stations banned it because of these lyrics. I was out of a job and she was in school, and life was fast and the world was cruel. We were young and wild. We decided not to have a child. McGraw told USA Today that while the song's storyline does include an abortion, a couple makes the decision not to have a child. Its larger message is one of the ups and downs of young love. Tim's next song with crazy lyrics will make most folks on the left side of the political spectrum very upset. So if you are on that left side, you might want to turn off this channel right now. Okay, I warned you. I knew it would cause a stir when I first played it on the radio. Indian Outlaw. This song faced significant controversy, and some radio stations banned it due to its stereotypical and offensive portrayal of Native Americans. These lyrics are incredibly wild. All my friends call me Bear Claw. The village chieftain is my pawpaw. He gets his orders from my mama. She makes him walk the line. You can find me in my wigwam. I'll be beating on my tom-tom. Pull out the pipe and smoke you some. Hey, and pass it around. And that doesn't even scratch the surface of the lyrics in this song that would upset some folks. Tim was asked about it, and he maintained that he saw entertainment value in it, but he also understood the right to be upset. And finally, we hop into the country music time machine and head back in time for one of the most controversial songs in country music history. The Pill from Loretta Lynn came out in 1975, and it was a hit, but boy does it have some strong lyrics. Check these out. This old maternity dress I've got is going in the garbage. The clothes I'm wearing from now on won't take up much yardage. Mini skirts, hot pants, and a few little fancy frills. Yeah, I'm making up for all those years since I've got the pill. Now, this song is still controversial. I never played this song on the radio, and according to Time magazine, which cited data from Luminate, formerly Nielsen Music, the song was only played one time on a country radio station in 2022. I wonder who that was. But come on, people. Rap and pop radio stations play songs that glorify sex, violence, and drug use. The Pill is nothing compared to today's pop and rap songs. And that's all we have for crazy country lyrics. What do you think? Pop in your comments down below and let's start talking about some of these crazy country lyrics. Until next time, this is Kevin. Let's always keep it country right here on your place for country music history. This is the Country Music Time Machine.